Welcome to the Nameless Voices podcast. This is episode number 10. I cannot believe we made it to double digits. My name is Nanashi. I'll be your host for the day, and I apologize in advance for whatever this is going to be. Joining me tonight, he once was lost, but now he's found G.
Yo, what's up?
We have our recurring migraine Mimikyu.
Fine, horny humping cookies of doom destruction.
He was once Commando, but he has been reborn as Reborn.
What up, my guys?
And we have our dedicated Smash player, Yugiyosh.
Kazuya is busted. I don't want to hear anyone else say otherwise.
Alright, so how's everyone doing today?
Alive.
Doing fine. I've got a cat on my lap, but that's about it.
Oh, that's awesome. So, this month's been a bit taxing. I mentioned it in the last cast, but we are definitely going to be moving either during the month of July or August, and we're just trying to get everything together and cleaned up.
I hope things go smooth for you.
Me too. Like, we've already seen the place that we're planning on moving in, obviously. We love everything about it. But the hard part's going to be getting everything packed up and getting it out of our third floor apartment.
Well, will anyone be helping?
Probably. We've got a couple of friends in mind that are going to help us out as much as they can.
Okay, that's good. I hope. Such to speak is awful, because I pressed the button and I started talking.
It's fine. I will say, I don't know how many of you guys have access to this, but they released Pepsi Blue.
Abu-dee-da-bu-die?
Is that like a new Yu-Gi-Oh archetype?
No, Pepsi Blue as in the soda.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta send you. One of my family members went to a wedding. He went out of state and he found a bunch of like Mountain Dew flavors.
Oh yeah, that's always good. Pepsi Blue is this version of Pepsi they used to have like 15, 20 years ago. I can't remember how long it's been. It's berry flavored Pepsi. Imagine that blue raspberry cotton candy flavor in Pepsi.
Hold on, guys, I'm gonna mute.
Okay.
No problem. By the way, the Mountain Dew flavors are all, if I remember correctly, different variations of Baja Blast.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I tried them all recently. There's a pineapple coconut flavor. Yeah, it's nasty. Do not taste.
Anything coconut, I just do not like.
Well, the thing is, it tastes and smells like sunscreen. Like
the New
straight
England
up.
special.
There's no arguing it. But they've got one that's tropical fruit flavored, and that one's decent.
Oh, that's not bad.
See, the thing is, from our family, we're already pretty used to coconut ice, coconut soda. So, like, my brain has like a immense neutrality due to everyone in our family kind of being used to coconut soda.
Fair enough, then you might actually like it. But I'm going to warn you, man. You pop the lid and take a sip, you're going to feel like you're tasting straight-up suntan lotion. The kitty variety, by the way.
By the way, I found out the Omega Cola I sent you. It's like the colors used are similar to what Malfagoya uses.
I'm sorry, what?
Remember that those bottles of Omega Cola I sent you?
Yeah.
I found out the labels are made similarly to the ones from Malfagoya, which is why the colors are similar. Or at the very least, it's why like they look so similar.
Okay,
I'm
that
pretty
makes
sure
sense.
Omega Mart didn't just rip them off or anything.
I've been following the Omega Mart Twitter account, and every single time I get a notification from them, whether it be something they posted or something that someone else posted that dinged their name, every single time it's nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, I've been seeing them pop up a lot in the Omega Mart channel.
Mm-hmm. Anytime I find one, I pop it in there.
Yeah, I still dig the what's it called? The stuff like Whale Song, like the stuff that could be possibly real.
Yeah, the best part is when you see something that is so basic that you almost believe it's real compared to everything else. Although, I think my favorite thing still to this day is that bottle of plausible deniability detergent. For some reason, that just makes me smile.
I honestly forgot that existed.
But despite the move, I am still trying to make new videos. I've got some new content coming. I'm gonna be updating my Gradius deck again because I got some new techs. Now that the ban list is out, I've got my dinosaur deck that's ready to go, barring like one card, and I'm willing to let that go. And I've got a couple of new Weiss decks coming too.
That reminds me, since Penguins is like an archetype, how come you don't use what is it? The boss monster mini? I think it was like a synchro.
Penguin Brave?
Yeah, that one.
I use him.
Dude, I swear I didn't see it in the profile. Either that or I probably didn't like note. I don't remember the extra deck section you put it. Hello?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, it's weird. Like everyone's quiet today.
Well, that's because there's very few of us, and we do normally have some very verbose members, but they're not here today.
True.
I'm here. I'm just muted because I got a 5-month-old puppy who recently learned to bark.
I don't see the issue with that.
I don't want to blow our viewers' eardrums out.
And that's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. But thankfully, I don't gotta worry about that with cats. They don't really bark.
Or if they do, you should be concerned.
If they bark, I should be concerned, or I should like make money off of it because that would be amazing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like some weird Air Bud or freaking cats versus dogs type movie.
Well, I think you might be barking up the wrong tree.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and take this opportunity to get into the main topics at hand. First off, the ban list dropped. Not a lot changed.
They didn't hit anything like good, right? Upside maybe one or two things.
They hit the stuff that mattered. They knocked Dragon-Link down a peg, which was the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And I suffered for it.
They also knocked Dinos down a peg, which makes sense.
Dinos deserve to be knocked down all the pegs.
I forgot like most of the stuff that got hit, but I do know that the stuff they hit was like enough of a problem for some people to complain on Twitter about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everyone complains about everything. You could hit some obscure
True.
card and someone will complain about it.
They
That's
also
true.
hit the best
Oh,
Tri-Brigade variant right at the moment, which is Zodiac Tri-Brigade, and they also hit Zoo by once again putting Mommy Trident in the banned section.
Yup.
Zodiac is still good, Copium. Anyways.
Yeah, Zoo will always be good itself, but without Trident, that particular variant just is not gonna do anything. It's at a standstill now.
I mean, the deck is literally Vespinato Turbo now.
Pretty much.
No, I'm legitimately serious. It's Vespinato Turbo. Like, it's literally Vespinato control. It's incredible. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, and also Zeus, because they didn't address that card. Also, why is Alistair still at 3? I don't get why Alistair is still at... I don't get it. Like,
The same reason that Sparks is still at 3. It's no one realizes how overpowered it is yet.
Cringe Vogue should just die. I know it's personal bias, but I just hate cringe. I hate Invoke. Like, that deck is so boring to play against, and it's just horrible. It's like, the deck should die already. Also,
hey, I'm with you, man.
Yeah. Also, I guess Dragon-Link got hit party. Yay. Even though Rockets had to suffer, the Dragon-Link is dead now. Yay, I think. Maybe. Perhaps.
Well,
I don't
they're
know.
not entirely dead. They're definitely not in the top contenders anymore.
Yeah.
They lost LP, which was their best accelerant piece, and Striker Dragon went to 1, which I don't think they ever played more than 1 in the first place.
No, they played 3 because you usually start off your place with it, so you basically like summon any dragon, make Striker and then Striker, and yeah, you can basically like have a lot of recursion using multiples of Striker Dragon in the extra deck.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay. I guess I just never lived long enough to see beyond the first.
But sadly for the war crimes of Dragon-Link, Rocket had to pay. It's depressing.
Well, given that Rockets are kind of a generic dragon pile, it's not entirely unsurprising.
Yeah, you would be right.
I'm still sad though.
Well, we'll all mourn the loss of collateral damage.
Also, Pendulum. Okay, so we got Pendulum buffs. Now we got Skullcrobat Joker. And now we have 2 double Iris magicians to play with. I am so happy. I mean, I'm like one of the biggest Pendulum fans there is. I love the deck a lot. Oh yeah, recently and now the deck is actually good. Like now with Skullcrobat Joker at 1, it gives the deck a lot more consistency and a lot more plays that it can go into without using stuff like Pendulum Call. Like literally Pendulum Call is now one of. And since Skullcrobat is so damn searchable, like, and it's the best normal summon we have besides Blue Boy, Spellbook Magician of Prophecy.
Who that?
Spellbook Magician of Prophecy adds a spellbook. So yeah, basically Pendulum played the spellbook engine before. Yeah, I think they still play it. Like some variants still do play it. I think I'm pretty certain that Pendulum Magician still plays it because it's pretty good.
Yeah,
But
anything that gives Pendulum Magicians that extra step forward with their draws, they're going to run it. They've got the room.
also, I know this is like for another section, but I still want to like discuss a bit about it. Trev recently made a deck for like Control Pendulum, which basically uses the Zephyr engine, which is like Zephyrath and a bunch of bricks and ways to search Zephyrath with 3 Okro Zephyr, 3 Zephyr Providence, and 1 Zephyr Divine Strike and 1 9 Pillars. So
Oh.
basically now the deck doesn't die to draw, which is good.
Oh,
It just
that's kind of cool.
it can still like sit on like 1 9 pillars if it gets trolled.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
the deck is cool.
pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah,
All right.
but I mean,
Well, as far as the meta is concerned, is it still up in the air, or have we got a definitive answer as to what's next in the list?
I'd say that I kind of assembled this in a hurry, but I have my speculation is that I'm 100% sure this will be the case.
Okay.
So, Invoke Dogmatica Shaddoll is going to be the best deck. No denying that because the deck is just amazing. It has like tons of consistency. Nadir is still at 3. Alistair is still at 3. And the Dogmatica stuff is still at 3. Every single Shaddoll card is still at 3. And yeah, the deck is going to be really good. It's one of the best control decks that we will have this format. But we will have more diversity with the no hits.
See, I'm a little worried now that I might have to start siding in non-fusion area and be like, fam, you are not fusing on in these streets.
That actually does straight kill the deck, doesn't it?
Yeah, sort of. If they, yeah, it does. It definitely does. Like they list in non-fusion area. But yeah, now that we got engaged back, Konami, I will make sure that getting engaged back to 1 is a mistake. I'll prove that engaged back to 1 was a mistake, and engage's creation itself was a mistake. But yeah, Sky Strikers are going to see a lot of representation. I'm most likely looking at it like tier 2 or tier 1 at most. But yeah, like the deck with engage, it's now better since you have many ways to get to it. The thing is, you don't have to brick. That's the only thing.
Here's the thing. I still run 2 Santa Claus. Are we gonna have to start maining kaijus now?
Might.
Yeah, kaijus can deal with one though. No, something that I'm not too sure of because this deck is a big glass cannon, but its board is pretty tough to deal with. And that is Laryless Cry Brigade. Most likely is going to see a lot of representation. And the deck is most likely going to be like at most I'd say tier 2, tier 1. I'm not too sure, like lowest tier 3. But the deck will see a lot of representation because the deck it's really hard to get over the barrier statue because they can just protect it with Rendezvous, I think it was. And yeah, it's yeah. The only thing is that the deck is a big glass cannon. Like
yeah, that actually Foundry actually kind of reminds me. I need to get the water barrier statue from my sharks.
Oh.
I have a couple of copies of that, actually. I was thinking about dropping a copy into Penguins just because I can pull it out of the deck with Transmodify on a no Penguin I'm not using.
Damn.
And it itself is a Transmodified target for Great Emperor Penguin.
So as far as I'm concerned, like Dinos are still gonna see a representation because Misk to 1 was a hit, but they still have Oviraptor, Fossil Dig.
Mm-hmm.
They still have ways to get their play started. The thing is they lost 2 Misks, but that's it. And I mean the deck still has ways to play.
It still has all the plays it had before. You just can't luck into getting your miss opening hand all the time, and your plays are now way more vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah, the deck is more of a glass cannon, but it's still going to see a representation, and the deck is still powerful, surprisingly enough.
Mm-hmm.
But not powerful enough to get it to tier 1, I'd say. But yeah, that's still up to debate, to be honest. Even and if they open Misk, it just deletes interaction, which is depressing, quite frankly.
Yes, but at the same time, the fact that they have to put in resource to get to the miss early means it has plenty of opportunities to be stopped. They don't just luck into that, every third hand.
Yeah, you would be right. Like the deck is more of a glass cannon now than it was before. So yeah, I'd say dinosaurs are going to be tier 2 or tier 3 at lowest. Also,
right.
Pendulum is likely going to see a lot of representation. Oh.
All right. Well, let's talk about the new stuff that they have coming in. King's Court drops next week, actually, and we finally got a full roster of all the stuff that's coming out in it. I saw the new Three Musketeer Knight cards, the new support for the King's Knight, Queen's Knight, and Jack's Knight stuff. It looks pretty good. Didn't know if anybody saw that.
I did.
I still need a spade knight, a heart knight, and a spade heart diamond and club knight.
And that might be diving a little too deep, but I guess it's possible. I mean, they made them into a full-fledged archetype that's, let's just be honest, it's designed to help make Slifer better. They were not kidding about that interaction. All it does is summon Slifer easier.
Also, I actually found a few texts that you can play in the deck. Mound of the Bound Creator and Light Ray Daedalus to
That
guarantee
makes sense.
Slifer in your hand. Guarantee Slifer in your hand anytime.
I will say this. I was taking a closer look at some of the other stuff that pack is going to have, which I did not expect it to have anything beyond the basics, but it's going to have reprints of World Legacy Guard Dragon, which is going to make a lot of Dragon players happy. It's going to have reprints of Lightning Storm, which is going to be short printed all to hell. And we're finally getting Crystal Girl, which I was hoping to get sooner for Penguins, but it's too little too late.
Hey, it's something.
I mean, we're finally getting all these old cards that we've been needing for a long time, which is fantastic, I guess. Just, it would have been nice if we had gotten this sooner so we could have used it, because as it is now, it's just kind of unnecessary.
Konami. A tad bit too late. Alas.
After that, we've got Legendary Duelist Synchro Storm, which was going to drop in 2 weeks, but it's been moved to January 21st of next year.
No! Sad lost G noises. I want to play my Speedroid stuff. I want to play the Speedroid stuff this format and just clap cheeks with the new stuff. Sucks to hear.
Yeah,
but
tell me
alas.
about it.
Yeah.
Structured X Cyber Strike was going to drop at the end of the month, but it's been moved to October 8th.
Also, where is our Shuttleroid, Konami? Where's the Shuttleroid? Where did you guys put it? Like is it gonna come in this set, or when is it gonna come? When Shuttleroid when? Lamau.
Dawn of Majesty looks like it's still on time. It should be arriving on August 13th, which I'm still gonna probably buy a box of the darn thing, because there's so much good stuff in it. And I need like a dozen copies of Retort Fusion.
I'm just looking for the Synchron stuff there.
I actually need that the new Majestic Dragon so I can play Majestic Red.
Nice.
I can't wait for that either. Like summoning Majestic Star Dragon is going to be really satisfying.
playing aliens and not dying to a single interaction is going to feel amazing for me with the new support.
Yes, the alien player. I forgot.
Same with Gusto. Same with Spirits.
Oh yeah, I was actually talking about. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I was talking about that with a friend, and he was like, "Oh, the new support might make Gusto rogue." I was like, "Oh, very interesting, very interesting."
Yeah, it might. I'm having some difficulty getting the build to work just right because the new stuff is a little, what's the polite way to say this? Awkward, but it works.
Yeah.
Just got to find the right mix, and so far I haven't quite hit it yet.
You know what they should unban? They should unban Butterfly Dagger Alba.
No.
Stop that bad thinking.
We do not need an infinite draw deck.
They should unban match winners.
Please no.
After that, the 2021 10 of Ancient Battles is still slated for September 15th. We still don't know hardly anything about it other than it's going to have new cards for Blue Eyes and Dark Magician again.
God damn it, Konami. We get that you sent for Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, but stop giving us support for those.
Actually, one of my friends, Sloan, he loves.
You got out there, buddy.
One of my friends, Sloan, we're basically the two old geezers that love their dragons. He loves Blue Eyes. I love my red dragon.
Fair enough. I mean, there's fans of everything out there. Here's some actually decent information. The Brothers of Legend pack is supposed to drop on October 1st.
Oh, damn. I can't wait to play Karibos.
Yeah, that Karibo support looks amazing. And they've confirmed that Forbidden Droplets is getting a reprint in that pack as well.
Oh, damn.
Now, here's something I need to stress. From what I can tell, everything that was supposed to be in Animation Chronicle supposedly will be in Brothers of Legend. So that means that the Kragans and the Piri Rays map that I need for Fish will be in it. Ice Knight and Silent Sea Nettle I need for Penguins will be in it. And the sad part is that pack is also going to have Penguin's Sword, and I don't plan to use it.
Oof. Sucks to hear.
Yeah, I mean, the card's cool. If you bounce something with a penguin, you can't use the effects of anything with the same name for the rest of the turn. But it's an equip spell.
Is that good or bad?
It's good as far as what it does. It's bad that it's attached to an equip spell effect. Very few penguin cards really like to be face up.
They like to be face down first.
They're crawlers, but way cooler.
I think they did that on purpose since a lot of people know penguins for staying on their bellies, like, sliding and stuff.
I will say this, if for whatever reason those idiots give us a Penguin Link monster, I might actually play Penguin Sword.
I would be in tears if they gave up Penguin Link monster, considering you just said that, like, their whole thing is staying in defense mode.
What if they give us a Penguin Link? I was thinking of a level 8 Penguin Synchro that summons its material. That summon your Synchro materials face down.
That'd be a little much.
Let me think of a really broken effect for a penguin one. Okay, I found it. All right, so when it's link summon, it searches a penguin, and not only that, but it also during the opponent's turn, it Book of Eclipses everything, and then it flips it face up, and it counts as it makes it so that it counts as a flip summon. So I guess penguins could turn into a control deck if my thing was a thing.
Yeah, no, we don't need an Ultimate Conductor Tyranno
3.0. No, I mean flipping your own monsters face down and then flip them back up and treat them as a flip summon so that you can get the bounces and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of decent. And while we're on the subject of Penguin support, anyways, Burst of Destiny drops on October 22nd, which will have all the new Penguin cards. Holy crap, that stuff is amazing.
Damn.
The new 5-star tuner is amazing. The 3-star hand trap that resummons when you lost. It's hilarious, but it's really only good for control builds. The continuous spell that searches any penguin card, that's something they've needed forever.
I feel like Penguins needs a structured deck just so people can, just so the casuals can be like, awoken to the greatness that is the flightless birds.
Oh boy.
I hate to admit, I built a penguin deck.
Oh?
Yes, but I also use some of the white aura stuff and that level 7.
Nothing
the
wrong with that.
glacial narwhal.
Well, bird.
Oh, you know what would be beautiful? A freaking like a Toon penguin.
Toon Penguin Soldier. That'd be a
Like
nightmare.
I can't think of I can't think of any penguin specific because I don't know the archetype that well. Only one that comes to mind is like Penguin Brave and No Penguin. But
Well-
other than that, like any penguin as a Toon, I would love it.
Well, penguins themselves, when it comes to Toons, they always pick the oldest stuff to give the Toon treatment. So if that's the case, the earliest penguin that was ever created was Penguin Soldier.
Oh no!
Toon Penguin Soldier would carry the deck. Let's be honest.
Thing is, I don't think I can disagree with that.
Toons have that habit of carrying over their effects from their base monsters, so it's not like unrealistic to imagine his effect being what Toons actually need. I mean, it's not much, but in context of how Toons are kind of like struggling as is, even with all the good monsters they have, and any help they can get is help that's welcome, you know?
Wait, Penguin Knight is the flip one, right?
Not sure.
Oh no, yeah. This is what I was worried about. It was the one that creates a new deck.
I thought Emperor Penguin was the one that was a flip.
Well, hey there, sorry.
Tori, you're late.
I'll laugh.
Damn. Wait to welcome her.
Someone just woke up. Well, you're just in time to talk about the penguin support.
I also talked about the best deck earlier, which, of course, would be Pendulum.
What are you talking about? We're still talking about
No,
penguin.
it's 40 card Sparks. I have said this once now.
But yeah, the new penguin support is... Oh, okay. Well, the new penguin support is straight up amazing. It's everything the deck has needed for a very long time, and I am so glad we finally have it. It doesn't drop till October.
Wait, what you said they're dropping all of the penguin support in that deck. I mean, in that booster, right? Not just like one penguin.
No. Burst of Destiny will have all the new penguin support that has been announced thus far. And I say that because so far they have given 3 of the 5 individual card creatures on the Penguin Brave Synchro their own individual card, which leads me to believe, and a lot of us to believe, that they have more support coming.
Oh, it's weird. They usually give like one every 2 years.
Usually, yes, but I think because of the fact that that archetype has existed since the beginning of the game and has not been defined as a real deck, and they've been going back and giving these random single or tiny group of cards full support like they just did with the Three Musketeer Knights, I guess this was inevitable, but I still never expected to see it happen.
I mean,
I feel like if there was one archetype from back then that wasn't an archetype that they would have puffed, it'd probably be like, what was it? Aliens?
Well, Aliens, they just gave support.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, honestly. It's that, like, unremarkable to me.
Understandable. But there is something in Burst of Destiny that I am not excited about, and it's that new Flunderies archetype. That deck looks like a migraine.
that is going to be meta. Trust me, tier 1. It's going to die to Ash, though, but it's still going to be meta. You can bet your...
Anything with eyes dies to Ash Blossom, let's be honest.
No, see, that whole Flunderies deck, this makes me want to run King Fog, because screw all this Monarch nonsense. See, Flunderies aren't dangerous by themselves, but when you start putting them along with Monarch stuff, fuck them lives.
Even just on their own, Flunderies is a migraine. I respect the fact that it's a normal summon deck that uses main deck bosses. I do not respect that their bosses are literally Ultimate Conductor Tyranno and Skill Drain.
There is one flaw to that deck, though.
What, that it dies to a single hand trap?
That and it bricks fairly easily still.
Really?
Yeah. Someone that I know was testing them out, and while if they can go off, they're very, very strong, but their consistency has a tendency to fall off.
Okay, fair enough, but still, the fact that this deck can just normal summon, get a card, normal summon, get a card over and over, that leads me to believe it's going to be a massive, what's the word I'm looking for, resource pool that just won't die if it's able to hit its stride, and that's terrifying to me.
Yeah.
That's actually very easy for them to do if they don't brick or die to a single hand trap.
So speaking of like old archetypes and nostalgia bait, any remember how in like the anime Seal of Orichalcos could let you summon up to 10 monsters?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I said speaking of what was it called? Speaking of nostalgia bait, remember in the anime how Seal of Orichalcos could make you summon up to 10 monsters?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember when we all thought that was like unheard of, that it would never happen, and now look at how like we have the extra summon zone for like links. We have a pendulum zones where the monsters can be used as monsters there.
Where we can technically summon up to 10 monsters, even more so, or even
Yeah,
more.
we can summon monsters in the fucking spell zone now for some reason.
Rush Duel eat your heart out. But yeah, also I think Burst of Destiny is going to have some new support for rockets and Borals, the ritual monster or something, I think it is.
Warlord Riot. He's actually pretty. He's all right. I like that the ritual spell is way better than Rapid Trigger, because Rapid Trigger is fucking garbage. The Warlord Riot says basically this: negate a summon. Negate a summon, then kill a rocket you control, which you will have if you blew up 2 rockets using heavy trigger. The thing with that I like about Borload Riot, he's very self-contained. He can blast himself and get back your heavy trigger, and heavy trigger will get back Riot. So as long as you only really need to play 1 Riot, 1 heavy trigger.
That's fair.
Just
Sounds
don't
like
blast
something
to
that...
the occasion?
Hmm?
Just don't blast to the occasion?
I mean, it sounds like it's one of the few rocket Boral cards that won't get splashed in anything with a dragon.
Gotta love those Dargans.
Tell me about it.
No, you can't really splash him. You need to blow up rockets to keep recycling Riot.
Fair enough. So it would actually belong in the dedicated build. That makes me happy. Let's see. After Burst of Destiny comes the Maximum Gold El Dorado pack. Oh boy. It's gonna have. Okay. It's gonna have the alternate art IP Masquerena that everyone was going nuts over.
Okay, I like that art. I genuinely do.
And supposedly we're also gonna get the Nightmare Unicorn alternate art in that.
Oh, I didn't know that that Nightmare Unicorn had an alternate art.
I didn't either, but it said something about it on their website, as well as a premium gold reprint of Chamber Dragon Maid.
Those Dragon Link
I'm sorry, I heard Dragon Maid?
all over that card.
Yeah, one of the newest cards to that archetype, Chamber Dragon Maid. She has been really hard to get a hold of, and they're supposedly giving her a premium gold reprint in the Maximum Gold El Dorado pack in November 19th.
pretty sure that whole archetype's been hard to get your hands on.
Not as
Well-
of recently. Just about everything's been reprinted up to this point, except maybe one or two of the little ladies.
All I want them
What
to
about
give
the-
me in El Dorado is the Link 5.
But what about the waifu tax then?
The waifu tax has been paid apparently because now they're just free range.
Awesome, I can build my deck now.
Well, there's still a couple expensive components, but they are probably going to go way down once the gold rare one comes out.
Yeah, but I
see.
mean, like, because now I have enough money to actually get it instead of $100 for one card.
Fair enough. Can't say I can argue that one.
I believe try to.
After that, we got Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 dropping on December 3rd. I'm trying to remember if there's anything worthwhile in the Hidden Arsenal first generation that's worth, grabbing.
I guess, bro. I guess. Let's see. Maybe the ice barrier dragons that are not the other ones that exist are beer back.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The original Ice Barrier Dragons might be worth grabbing. Let's see. And then after that, we've got a bunch of stuff that hasn't had an English date confirmed. It's all Japanese right now. They revealed deck build pack grand creators, and all we know is 3 arts from 3 specific cards. So, no clue how to gauge that one. And then after that, there's the Utopia Structure deck, which is loaded with cool stuff for Xyz-based strategies, especially if you're planning on playing anything with Utopia in it.
I know if people.
I want numbers protect.
And then we did get confirmed Structure Deck R Lost Sanctuary, which is... I did not expect to see that so soon.
I just hope they don't turn that into what they did with Dragoonity when they made that structure deck. They turned it into Ghost from the Past, and I hated that because all the cards they got not cheap basically because of Dragon.
Mm-hmm. I will
what
say.
archetype is Dragoonity again?
I'm sorry, what?
What archetype is Dragoonity again?
Dragoonity is this archetype of dragons and winged beasts that equip to each other and then unequip to summon themselves in greater numbers and synchro summon really quickly.
Why does it sound oppressive as hell?
I was taking a look at the stuff that comes out in the Lost Sanctuary deck, and there's some cool stuff in it. The 10-star synchro looks good. It makes so you don't actually have to summon your more difficult to play components.
I guess Sanctuary in the Sky will see more play in agent decks than it did before, but I'm not too sure on that.
We might see people play a copy.
Well, I guess that's a product I might pick up because I'm a big 2011 September 2011 simp. I have like a big bias over that format, and and I might pick it up just to play agents in 2011 or just play agents in current, but I'd have to like figure out the deck. The only thing that is concerning me is like if I have to play Diviner, which would suck a lot.
Well, nothing's perfect. You gotta do what you can.
Yeah.
My
And
friend
that's-
Kyle's gonna love the Lost Sanctuary. Basically, in our Yu-Gi-Oh crew, anytime new fairy support comes out, we just say, "Hey, it's Kyle support."
Nah, that's funny. Let me think. That's pretty much all I've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Wise to talk about. That's pretty much everything we have coming soon. Anyone got anything else game related to talk about?
I
I
actually do.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I was just being random.
Okay. I was gonna say, so Kazuya just came out of Smash, and apparently the computers are doing more crazy combos than the actual players.
What?
Yeah, apparently if you put like the CPU to 9 and you put them on Kazuya, and compared to like how a human plays, like I get he just came out, but the computer is doing crazy shit like you would expect to see in like top 16 winners side.
Do I hear a challenge accepted?
I mean, you can try, but like the computers are kind of dumb. There have been so many Kazuya CPUs that have done like 0 to deaths and freaking taking people to like 80% with combos that are like really technical. Well, at least for Kazuya, since his moveset it's got 30 inputs on one button, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I get it because it's Tekken, but they went overboard with him.
I think Kazuya became the Dante of Smash.
In what way?
He's very technical, more moves than any other character in the game, but still has like a one legitimate he has a legitimate way of play, if I'm making sense.
You're referring to MVZ Dante, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, there hasn't been much going on in other card games that I can think of. Although there was this thing called the Bushiroad Spring Fest Online. It's this once-a-year festival that they have, basically like the Worlds, well, not Worlds, like a gigantic regional in Yu-Gi-Oh! Equivalents, I guess. And it's for Weiss Schwartz, Vanguard, and surprisingly enough, still Future Card Buddy Fight.
I'll be honest, I forgot Buddy Fight existed.
Same.
As me as well.
I still pray to our Lord and Savior Bats.
With that.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because they had a massive online tournament system. Normally they have an in-person tournament system going in for this, but because of COVID, they had to make it entirely online. And there was some interesting participation. So, to talk about this more, I'm going to go ahead and just push the conversation toward Weiss. Bushiroad Spring Fest was during the end of May, beginning of June, and their Weiss Schwartz Tourney Day was on May 29th. I didn't talk about this last month because I didn't have the full roster, so I thought I'd save it till now. So, they had tournaments taking place for Asia and Oceania, Europe, and North America, Latin America, exclusively for each. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with a show called Date-A Live.
Not familiar with it at all.
Well, it became a pack set within the last month, and it is one of the most popularly played ones throughout this tournament, to the point where half of all tops were Date-A Live players.
I've actually heard of Date-A Live, mostly because Vanguard has a V-Series thing based on the show, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I've heard about that. But in the Asia-Oceania tournament, first place and third place were Date-A Live players. Second place was Love Live Sunshine. And fourth place was Sword Art Online. Over in Europe, first, third, and fourth were Date-A Live players, and second place was Sword Art Online.
I'm honestly surprised there isn't like one Persona deck in these damn things, despite like people saying it's the best deck.
I listed all this information off to my wife. She essentially said the same thing. Now, here's the one that I kind of want to talk about because this makes me smile a little. The North America, Latin America tournament. First and second place were Date-A Live. Fourth place was Attack on Titan. And third place, which has no reason to be here, was Batman Ninja.
I'm sorry, what was the build?
I don't 100% know. I don't have the list in front of me. It's available online, and I can get you that link after the cast if you want.
Yes, please. I need to see. I pray it was like a freaking Robin build. Something you would never expect, because people usually use the main characters or the villains in their decks and never go for like the side characters specifically.
Right. Batman Ninja has always been a bit of a meme of a set because it was surprisingly underpowered and underwhelming as a whole. I play the villain aspect because I think it's very fun. But
yeah,
the blue line being the main heroes and the red line being the secondary characters on both sides felt a little underdeveloped and underwhelming. But this guy came in and made third place. Now, here's the main reason I wanted to bring this up. After the tourney was done and all the places were determined, about 5 or 6 days after, I want to say, Bushiroad came out and said that the second place Day-Day Live player was officially disqualified for unusual deck shuffling. What's what I'm looking for? He was shuffling his deck strangely so that he could peek at the cards as they were coming up, and he didn't cut it properly. So they ruled him as
He was
disqualified.
like reshuffling it, basically, right?
Huh?
They was
That's a
basically
thing?
reshuffling it, where like you have your cards organized a certain way, so that way when you shuffle it in a certain pattern, it'll come out the way you want it to.
Basically, yes.
That's actually a thing in cardistry, and I've actually have practiced that.
Yeah,
This is the first time I've ever heard it.
Very common in the Pokemon TCG. Part of why I stopped playing.
That makes sense. Well, whatever
wow.
the case, this guy, 6 days after the event had already ended, was declared as disqualified, which meant that the second place winner was now the Batman Ninja player.
Oh my god. So he fucked up the whole tournament, not just like everyone below him.
Exactly. And that actually brings up a bit of an interesting topic. Is that something that should be allowed? Like, if it's been almost a week after the official declaration and they didn't discover that the first time around, should the decisions from the original tournament be upheld?
No.
I
Oh,
say
that's a good
that
question.
if they find out they're cheating, they shouldn't, but they shouldn't screw everyone over because of it, like they did with that. Like, they should at least up everyone's placement in like top 8 or top 16. They should up them so they aren't just like screwed out of the winnings for those placements. And everyone who lost that person in like pools should at least be given like that one win, even like it means they get out of pools for it.
What's the question?
Well, let me get you caught up.
What way?
In Weiss Schwartz, they had a big tournament. In the North American tournament, the second place player, about 6 days after the event had already concluded, was discovered to be shuffling in such a way that it could be considered cheating. He was able to look at his cards. There was something weird about the way he was cutting. And as a result, 6 days after the event had taken place and completed, they disqualified that guy, and the third place winner became the second place winner. My question was, should that kind of thing be allowed? Or if they weren't able to call it when the event took place, should that just be how the standing is?
I'm sorry. I'm really tired right now. What was the question?
Okay.
I don't understand the wording of it.
Okay. Let's say that I went to an event. Okay, we lost someone.
I heard situation.
Okay.
Just repeat the question.
Okay. If I went to an event and I was cutting my deck in a weird way that let me see my cards before they came up and shuffle them around as I needed to and basically give me an edge, and they didn't find out about it until 6 days after the event, should they still be allowed to disqualify me from that event if everything's already been said and done and all the stuff has been counted out and categorized? Or should they just let it be and pay better attention on the next one?
Honestly.
I'm sorry?
It's not the event. Yes, you should. It's not about the tournament itself. It's about sending a message.
Whoa, Vibin became a robot.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Well, thanks for your input, by the way.
I'll rejoin on my phone. Yeah, I would have joined if I wasn't extremely tired.
It's fine, man. I'm glad you made it in at all. But yeah, that was the big one. Of all the decks to make it into second place, even on a technicality, Batman Ninja making it into the second place tournament on North America was a crowd pleaser. People were genuinely surprised, and it made me happy.
That's good.
But yeah, we already went over everything in Yu-Gi-Oh! We talked about all the new product, the ban list changes, and all that stuff.
Why the hell did they bring back Sky Striker Engage?
Because
I feel like
if
for
you
this,
look
I feel
because-
like this is the one fan list where they didn't engage with the audience, with the people playing the game about it. Other than
Konami does some weird things sometimes.
Are we robots now?
What do you mean?
No, because Vipin, he keeps the way he's talking. Because I'm assuming it's just bad connection, but the way his mic sounds, it sounds like it's stuttering, so it sounds like a robot voice.
I think he's talking to us through his phone.
No modern Mikasa, Mr.
no, I'm on
Upper.
my laptop.
Okay, you sound like you were talking through tinfoil for a few times there.
I mean, it also might just be that I feel so fucking dead that I'm just talking in a very baseline monotone fashion.
There it is.
I hear it too. Don't worry, Yosh.
Yeah, it's definitely not just you or anything. Well,
Okay, I thought I was going crazy for a sec.
Well, in any
I'm
case,
also excited that they're actually giving the god support.
Oh yeah, the new God support's
Only
amazing.
So I'd say.
How do you feel about the new Three Musketeer Knights support basically being Slifer Turbo?
I am getting it.
I figured as much.
I'm making God Slime Face Knight, and no one stop me.
I don't think anyone wants to.
I'm just gonna
actually
stay
beat
over
y'all to
here.
it.
Well, getting back on track to what I was saying before, Kaguya-sama Love is War is officially out now in English. Seven Deadly Sins is still slated to drop on July 30th. Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel Volume 2 drops on August 20th. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2 drops on September 10th. SAO War of the Underworld Alicization Season 2 drops on October 1st. And we got a new product reveal. They are giving us an English adaptation of Quintessential Quintuplets.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, they've had it over in Japan for a few months. We had no clue if they were going to give it to us or not. But they're not just going to give us a standard structure deck either. Supposedly, they're going to give us the special Quintessential Essential box that has like 5 mini decks inside of it or something. I don't fully understand what it is.
I have a question.
Shoot.
When are we gonna get Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast?
Not a clue.
Damn.
I know you've been wanting that one for a long time.
I have.
As soon as we get Shuttleroid, we are gonna get Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast.
Oh, we're already getting Dragonroid.
Dude, but I want my Shuttleroid, baby rage.
I want Gandora.
Gondor?
Just give me my D hero stuff and we.
Gandora Giga Rage Dragon Destruction.
He's been harping on that card for years.
We all have that one card. We all we're both.
Yeah.
For me, it's Sparks because there should be a deck made of nothing but it.
You will
Fuck the
continue to beg and
archetype.
plead for that until it eventually happens. I know it.
I will go to Konami's front door and ask them and beg them to make it so Sparks is the only card available where you can make a deck of nothing but it.
While you're at it, ask them to give us Hazy Flame support.
I'll try, but I don't think they like Phoenixes all that much.
I mean, you could always try some drastic measure.
I'm not
Wink,
gonna
wink.
suck up to them by playing their Pachinko machines. Those things are garbage and gross.
Also,
Oh,
make
I was
them-
thinking about worse things, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Also, make them unban. What was this called? Give me a second. Danglong for Tenyi, please. Like, please. I desperately need this for Tenyi. The $7 is unbelievable for Tenyi.
Not without an errata.
As a synchro player, I would love to see that back, but there is very good reasons why that should stay banned.
Not without an errata.
Honestly, if we're talking about cards that should be unbanned, I think the Forbidden One cards should be unbanned only if you play them. What's it called? If you play them without the head, so that way they can be used as like bricks, just for the joke of it, being that they're useless unless they're combined.
Well, actually, that's a problem because that means that true Exodia will be allowed to be, a tournament-ready deck.
No, that's the thing. Like the arms and legs are allowed, but you can't play them with the head. You gotta play them in their own separate decks. Either you play one of each, or you play like 3 copies of each limb, but no head.
Yeah, and that's still going to allow true Exodia to be a relevant deck.
I have a
Also, there's no way
Yeah,
to summon him
so-
with the head.
You don't
Why-
know about the new.
Yeah, so you want
Right?
Go ahead,
Why
Reborn.
do you want?
you want a choice restriction like in Vanguard.
I don't follow.
Vanguard says that you can play certain things, but you cannot play certain things in the same build.
Yeah, that I don't know why I couldn't remember the name. I was gonna say yeah, like that rule.
Yosh, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Why do you want to chop off Exodia's Ding-A-Ling off?
Because I think it's funny that if it's just you fighting with his limbs and somehow winning the battle rather than using his instant win condition, which, while that's also funny, it's not to the same effect. It's not as much of a meme, you know?
Well,
you say
yeah.
that now, but when Law the normal
Oh, it's-
enchanting fitting room turbo decks suddenly throw limbs at you and pull out a win out of nowhere, you're gonna regret it.
Aren't all the lems like level 1 too?
Mhm.
I can't hear you over the fact that Catapult Turtle is launching limbs at me for like 200 damage apiece.
Oh shit!
Well, that's a show title and a half.
Yeah, just put Catapult
Catapult Turtle launching
launching
limbs,
limbs.
show title.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, I'm gonna put
Oh,
that in the
God.
list.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like
that is
a bunch of
definitely a
people will vote
mouthful.
for that if there's nothing more memey or funny.
Well, we'll find out when I go through it and start editing it all together.
Yeah, it definitely has
true.
my vote.
It has mine because like I'm the one who said the stupidity.
I know.
Well, is there anything else worth talking about? Because I think we've covered just about everything.
Other than the idea of a turtle launching bloody limbs at you, no, I think that's it.
Oh, you got with Ding-A-Ling. I was waiting for everyone to not be talking to say it. With Ding-A-Ling, you have to keep in mind dinosaurs could come back with Ding-A-Ling and Yang Zing or whatever. And Yang Zing metal foes. So for now, no.
But yes. But no. But yes.
I want to come back. I would want a buff to like heavy metal foes, fucking Yang Zing, but they're probably not going to do that. Only now that we get Perform Pro Skull Crobat Joker.
I want Tempest Magician off the ban list.
I want Mind Master off the ban list with errata.
I want match orders off the ban list with an errata being you can't call for a surrender when they're about to activate their effect.
Where is Where's why is Yada Garasu still banned? I legit don't understand how Yada Garasu is still banned. Like I don't understand. Bring the bird back to 1 or 3. Heck.
What was his effect again?
Oh,
Basically basically it's a spirit monster. Yeah, it has the spirit claws, and then when it attacks when it inflicts damage by a direct attack, I think it was, your opponent skips their draw phase. And then during the end phase it comes back to the hand. But that is too slow, Lamau.
That doesn't sound like it'd be busted now. They really should have banned it.
you really
Yeah.
think so? But back in the day, that card was a nightmare because all the opponent had to do was clear your board of all cards, attack directly, and that means
With
that
Chaos
the only
Hunter
thing you
Dragon.
had left to use to recover with is whatever you already had in your hand.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like now it doesn't seem that big a deal,
Everything
since,
for
you
it is
know,
a rival.
because you can draw more cards than you can have freaking paychecks in your life. I'm pretty sure with how Yu-Gi-Oh is now.
I hate
Even
how right
without-
that is.
Even without the draw phase, there's like, even if you skip people's draw phase, it won't matter. Also, time seal to 3 when. Like, literally that card is trash. It's Yada Garasu, but without a restriction, And even then, you can't activate it during the draw phase, making it really bad. And you have to like wait one turn. You have to wait a lot for it to activate. And yeah, I don't get why Yada and Time Sealer is still banned. I guess it's just because like to just have the legacy of like the ban list. I think maybe.
Possibly.
Well, I mean,
there's probably some obscure reason that they are thinking of as to why it's still there.
I guess Shino birds, but I mean, we saw that in the tournament that MBT did some time ago with when he like unbanned a bunch of cards and someone played Shino bird with Yatagarasu. They lost to Draco with Masterpiece. So I doubt I doubt Yata would see play and break Shino birds.
I mean, I'd certainly like to be able to play it. It's another win target for the deck.
Yeah, but
if there ever exists a deck where the archetype is birds and like the thing they use is like pigeons as their boss monster, I would lose my mind.
Welcome to the world of Flunderies.
Yeah. Thank God
can already.
Yes. In fact, one of their bosses is also a penguin.
Lamau.
Oh Jesus, that's horrible. Also, there really should be a Wukong card, and there isn't yet, and that upsets me. Like, we've got Monkey King, we got, like, Monkey Demon King, but we don't have Wukong, who is literally, like, the thing that exists in almost every media, like Dragon Ball, League of Legends, Smite. I'm pretty sure at one point or another, Unite is going to put Infernape in the game just so they can have a Wukong of their own.
Yeah, you might want to give Ancient Warriors a look, because it's all about that kind of stuff.
And there's no Wukong in that still, right?
I don't think so.
Ancient Warriors does something?
That's fucking, that sucks.
Well, it's all about the three... I forget what exactly it's based off of. The story of the Three Kingdoms?
Odyssey to the West, you mean?
What did you just say?
I'm asking.
The story of the romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Right.
Also, Dynasty Warriors.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. All right, well.
No, that's. I didn't know if we were still talking. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, that's basically what it is. Romance of the Three Kingdoms and Dynasty Warriors is what makes up Ancient Warriors.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right, well, this has been fun, but I think now is probably a good time to cut it off. We're already past the hour mark.
Wait, but before you end this, I gotta just say a little thing here.
Sure.
Besides Dante, the guy of the Burning Abyss, being like the best hide and seek player there is, you can take. Fun fact: you can take any deck in Dueling Nexus, go on ranked, and get diamond with it. I can assure you can take anything from Cloudians to Ally of Justice and still make it to diamond. It's good.
I'm pretty sure you can use Gate Guardian deck. You know, the Paradox Brothers. I'm pretty sure you can use that deck and still go there.
Yeah, even that. Like, yeah, you can get to diamond. Like, yeah, just take any deck that can do stuff, and just
yes,
diamond.
The only deck that can beat over Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
Fucking Gate Guardian.
Yeah, dude, like, Tenya can beat over UCT really easily. So if they decide to destroy my counter trap, if it's face down, I just let it be destroyed, and then I can special summon a big fungus from the extra deck that is a non-effect. And its name is Blue Ice Ultimate Dragon. Yeah, I can summon easily. And then, haha, 4500 beat stick. Get over that, fool.
Okay, cool. Sakuretsu armor.
Yeah.
That's an old card.
Yeah,
card, I guess.
It's not done. Either that or Mirror Force.
Oh god.
Oh, come on. Now you're just breaking out the classics.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Classics work.
Mirror Force.
What can I say?
The one thing that can stop Obelisk.
The one thing that can stop Obelisk, even with his effect of not being affected by traps.
Tenyi. and it's Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon turboing abilities.
They do something like give him the equivalent of like Warriors Last Stand or something, where just they give him a damage boost of like 600 just to up him by 100 points.
What is a Tenyi but a limbless dragon?
And what is a Dragonade deck for what the hell is it? For a waifu filled Blue Eyes deck.
IDP Turbo, I guess.
Yeah.
I really feel like Dragonade's well, now that they're actually
Or Buster
purchasable,
Blader.
probably gonna be good.
Buster Blader is good, Lamau, surprisingly enough, because they have Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, meaning that you cannot summon from the extra deck now. And it's done by Buster Blader now. Pretty cool. Except
Kaiju.
I will. Yes. Anyways.
Nice.
They made Tenyi dragons just so that they can ban LP faster. Lamau, just kidding. I like that my Tenyis are worms.
That's right, LP is still here. Fun format we're having.
No,
I just
LP is
realized
gone.
something.
That's the joke.
Lamau, yes.
Officially
So
kicked
I just
out
realized
as of
something.
yesterday.
Quick question. Lord of D works with Dragonade, doesn't it?
I mean, it can.
Okay. So keeping that in mind, along with what the deck is originally based off of, you think they planned that ahead of time?
They probably planned a lot of things that did not end up panning out the way people thought they would.
I mean,
like
because think of the name, and like think about what the anime is.
I feel like I know where you're going with this, and I approve.
Konami fucking knew. Let's be honest.
I mean, considering they also had a Lady of D.
Yeah. So they really knew, because that's essentially most of Dragon Maid. It's either Yuri or maybe like regular flooring every once in a while.
All right, let's go ahead and call it a night. I've been your host, Nanashi. This has actually been really fun. I'm glad we were able to have all kinds of fun conversation. This has been great. We record on the first Friday of every month, barring exceptions. I was actually going to postpone this one until next week because July 4th is literally 2 days from now, but we still had a decent turnaround.
I'm gonna suffer that day. Help!
I have no idea what
I'll explain after the cast. It's a bit personal.
I'm hoping I get my series in the mail.
There is a possibility I might have to postpone the next one because of the move that we're doing, but I don't know for sure. I'll keep you guys posted on that.
Okie dokie.
So, thanks for stopping in, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Title and best deck, let's go!